The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
We welcome to the program Steve Bannon and Peter Schweitzer. Now, there is a story that has been emerging. Now Newsweek has picked up on it. It is an illegal donor loophole. In other words, a giant gap in our campaign finance system that makes foreign and fraudulent donations more than possible. Now, it gets very deep, and it obviously also goes to the issue of the heart of the law and the intention of the Obama campaign. And it gets a little bit complicated, but I think we can simplify all of this for you. And Steve Bannon, Peter Schweitzer, welcome back to the program. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
All right.
Thanks, Sean.
Now, let me just point out that the Obama campaign has a website, and they sell Obama junk. You know, Obama hats, Obama this. You know, it's, I guess, whatever. I don't know what's on the website.
Sean, that's where you get your Obama ball cap and hoodie, right?
Yeah, okay. That's where you get the Obama junk. I wonder if I get my free Obama phone there just by clicking on the Obama campaign store, or Obama bucks, or Obama suits, or Obama houses, whatever it is. So, but in all fairness, so they have this website, which is the Obama campaign store, right? Now, the campaign... For the Obama campaign store, they use what is called a standard security tool when people give their credit card to buy their junk. And that is a verification value system, a CVV. In other words, the 3 or 4 digit number, like if you have an American Express card, the 4-digit number that hovers above what your actual credit card number is, right? So they insist that you give that number to get whatever junk you're buying.
That's right.
Okay.
That's exactly right. And that's sort of standard in e-commerce, Sean. I mean, if you go to any website that is going to sell you a product or service or subscription or something, they want the CVV because, or the credit security code, because it makes sure that you have the card hasn't been stolen, et cetera. So that part of the Obama funding mechanism is compliant with what everybody else is doing. The problem is when you get to the donation side.
Okay. Now, this is the difference. Now, anybody can donate. Now, the Obama campaign has a donation website which does not ask for the CVV code. Now, there is an Obama website. What's it called, Obama, that they don't own that links directly to the Obama campaign?
Obama.com.
Okay, so the Obama.com links, which is not owned by the Obama campaign, but links directly to where you can donate money to the Obama campaign, right?
Right. And it basically drives international traffic. It drives, in an indiscriminate way, it drives international traffic of foreign nationals to the donate page to make a donation.
All right. Now, this is what I want to get to. So if you go to that website and it brings you to the Obama campaign donation site, they ask for a specific amount of money, do they not?
They give you a range of choices of how much money you can contribute, anywhere from $3 up to, I believe, it's $5,000.
Okay.
So you have lots of options, and when you send the contribution by giving them a credit card number, unlike buying a $35 dog sweater on the Obama campaign store, you do not need to use the security code when making that donation, which, of course, raises big questions about fraudulent donations potentially going into the campaign.
All right. So now there are letters that have been sent out by Obama.com, correct me where I'm wrong here, that actually solicit donations, say, for $190.
Yeah, this is actually, Sean, from the official campaign, the Obama campaign. They send out email solicitation letters to people around the world indiscriminately. When you go there and give them an email because you want information, they don't ask you whether you can actually, give contributions. They just sign you up and they spit out these donation letters. And Sean, what's interesting is they spit out donation requests for like $190 donations. Now, why $190? Because if it's a $200 donation, they have to actually list it on their Federal Election Commission or FEC filings and disclose that to the public and to the media. But if you give an individual donation of $190, they don't have to disclose that. And in my mind, there's just no question, Sean, this is designed explicitly to get around disclosure requirements when it comes to campaign contributions.
Well, it gets to the very intent of whether or not they're purposely trying to circumvent the law, because the law is very clear that you cannot accept money from foreign nationals in an election, correct?
You can't Sean, it's even worse. You can't even solicit. You cannot even solicit. It is against federal law to solicit foreign nationals to contribute.
So if they are purposely not including the CVV code, which they have at the Obama store, when they're asking for Obama donations, and they're sending out letters requesting $190, doesn't it seem that that is designed purposefully to circumvent the law of the land to get donations from people that are not eligible to give them? And wouldn't that be soliciting, which is against the law?
I think it's extremely troubling at every level. If you are sending out emails indiscriminately to people that just give you an email address and you're asking them to make donations, and we've got evidence of this in our report from people everywhere from China to Azerbaijan, that's soliciting, and you're soliciting foreign nationals, and the law says if somebody lives overseas, you are to assume that they are a foreign national until they prove to you otherwise. So they are very clearly, in my mind, violating the law on that level. And then the question becomes, Sean, they're soliciting them. Then if somebody overseas or somebody using a stolen credit card were to actually make a donation, that donation comes into the website. The question is what do they do in their security protocol to make sure that fraudulent donations don't go through? And unfortunately, unlike really any other modern campaign, whether that was Hillary Clinton in 2008, Mitt Romney now, Ron Paul, the Obama campaign is not using basic industry standard security tools to make sure that contributions are not coming in fraudulently. They're not using the security code, and they're certainly not using any kind of address verification system to any great effect. So it's hugely troubling.
And Sean, this is a huge problem for your audience. This is $1 billion in cash between 2008 and 2012. There was $500 million raised online in 2008. There'll probably be over $500 million raised in 2012. It's $1 billion of cash, not raised at fundraising events, etc., online by the Obama campaign. They have set up essentially a perfect system with their social media, their data mining, their micro-targeting. They're so sophisticated to set up and drive international traffic and then drive international traffic to their site and have no credit card security. And then the response to us, the response to Newsweek, the response to anybody is kind of play dumb, like they don't really know what's going on and we got to back. Their response to Newsweek is we have a back office.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.